Congratulations. You, me, and every other software engineer that chose to just got a promotion. We're all middle managers now. I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it yet, but I'm learning, and my carpal tunnel is thankful for it. Codex desktop app is my daily driver, which I was not expecting because I kind of like the feeling of being a hacker in terminal. There's just too many good bells and whistles for me not to use it. Even with Claude Code, I'm using a GUI. I've fallen quite far from my days of being an EOVim and a Vim keybind master. I'm quite tempted to try out the Claude tag, the multiplayer Slack Claude thing, but I didn't jump on it for a couple of reasons. One, my company runs on Discord, not Slack, which is a little bit of a deal breaker, but if it gets good enough, I could switch. Pretty much every bone in my body resists paying usage-based pricing now because I got spoiled with subscriptions. We currently have Hermes set up in our Discord, so we can kind of do the multiplayer team. Everyone uses the agent, and no one really uses it right now. We all just kind of use our own Codex or Claude setup. I think I'd rather go the other direction. Instead of forcing a chat app into being a agent and a harness, I'd rather force our harnesses into becoming like a multiplayer chat app thing, and like give me multiplayer Codex. That's what I want. Or Claude GUI. This might seem a little silly, but the other reason I haven't used Hermes as much as I might is the permissions mess me up. Like, I don't want to give it too many permissions that things, are sketchy, but I need to give it enough so it can actually be useful. Whereas with Codex, Claude, if there's an official plugin, it's getting connected, no problem. I don't even sweat it. Because if something goes wrong, and let's say Hermes blows up my entire Gmail, I can complain on the internet and I will just be laughed out of the room. But if I complain about Codex blowing up my prod database, at the very least, there's a chance I get a usage reset. And if they feel really bad for me, they might just throw me 1,000,000 tokens, just a credit for feeling bad. I currently pay for the $200 Codex subscription plan, and I've been banking up my usage resets to prepare for the incoming model release. Depending on how locked in I am that week, I might run out of tokens, so I also have a backup Claude that just $200 subscription, which runs across the company and does some automations, which I just use if I'm I still want to do some coding or, vibing, and I don't have any more Codex. I'm not really a diehard when it comes to each model. GPT 5.5, Opus 4.8, both work good for me. If the problem looks hard, I set the reasoning to extra hard. If it doesn't look that hard, I set it on medium. If something looks like a hard review, I set Claude Ultra Code Review. I send it at it. Each model feels like it occasionally flubs a task, and then you give it to the other one, and it does a fantastic job at it. So it's kind of nice to have both of them. But the Codex mobile app is just chef kiss. I can do so much damage from my phone now and just access so much that it leaves a lot to be desired when I'm using the Claude remote connection thing, and sometimes it breaks and I have to go in and slash remote again, please. And it's just not the same. I'm in the camp of people that does speech to text for everything. I'm using Wispr for that right now, and I have a $10 Amazon foot pedal that I keybind my trigger to. I wasn't sure if I was going to like the foot pedal when I got it because it was kind of giving basement dweller energy, but it's been great. I would recommend it. I know you just got to try it to know what I'm talking about. Fast mode used to always be on in Codex and Claude for me, so I could, zoom and get more work done. But as you become a wiser vibe coder, or you complete Algebra 1, you realize that having one thread going at 1.5x speed is worse than having two threads going 1x speed. So unfortunately, I'm thread maxing. Specifically, what I do inside of threads is a practice called compound engineering, which is basically taking your GitHub repo and stuffing it with planning docs in the hopes that your agent in the future will be smarter, or a teammate, but your teammates are agents too. If you haven't read the manifesto, I recommend giving it a read, as it gives you a good framework of skills for you to use so your agent is doing the heavy lifting instead of you. The TLDR is you write a plan, you have your agent do some work, it reviews itself, and then it compounds and learns and leaves stocks. If a PR gets made, we have Cursor Bugbot who runs on each one and checks, does a little sandy. Hey, is there any bugs in this? But it seems like we're kind of moving to a place where you put the code review in your pipeline that happens before you even make a PR. So I don't know if we're going to keep it forever. I do still skim the code before an important merge, just kind of going through the GitHub diff, making sure everything looks okay, but I don't really catch much anymore. For a little bit, I was using Devin Review, and I really liked their interface, but I ran out of free code credits, and I kind of stopped having mega PR threads where I was really missing not having it, so I never ended up upgrading. My company used to be big Notion users, but we started to use it just less and less and have moved towards a giant repo for our entire company where all of our code, and we just kind of start sticking docs and everything in it. And it's kind of nice because the agents can just cross-reference everything. Also in the mono repo, we have a internal company monolith, which stores every internal tool we've ever created for the company, because we were making software at such a fast rate that it was going everywhere and we needed to centralize just to make things easy and just like know where it was. I even started doing this for my personal life. So for all the personal software that I write, I have a personal monolith that follows the same structure as the company one, which is basically a website, React Native app, and a CLI that agents can all access. And these things all are connected to the same backend. It's a super app, kind of like WeChat, but without the chat. And if I was China, or something like that. I really like the idea of setting up a company brain, and I've tried a few iterations of getting it working, but nothing's really stuck. So I'm not really doing anything for long-term memory except for what's already built into Codex or Claude's memory. And instead just, they can scan the repo, they see old docs, and that's about it. This is what my Codex actually looks like. I have a few chats that I keep pinned. I tried a chief thread for a little bit, which was supposed to spin up a bunch of other threads and then kind of orchestrate them all. But then quickly I was like, oh man, we should really set up like an internal tool that keeps track of it in the dashboard. And then I got burnt out making a little side tool for the side thing to create the orchestration to even do this. And I was like, all right, I'll come back to this later. I'll probably come back and give it another try. But for now, I kind of haven't used that thread in a bit. I've been trying email where I don't look at my email at all and just have Codex handle it and triage and then put things where it should go. I have it do grocery shopping for me where it actually just goes to the website, puts everything in the cart, and then just gets it ready for me to order. And it kind of knows my preferences and all that other good stuff. Home base is just my personal monolith that I was talking about. Yeah, I don't call it bin chat. And the S stuff is just secret stuff I can't really reveal to you. I'm not sure if this is a particularly good practice, but I've started to create my own custom skills and add a prompt at the end that basically says, please auto update yourself as we do stuff together, as I invoke you and then do things and you learn about how we actually do the task. Because usually when you initially create the skill and then you use it a bunch of different times, between that, the skill should have been better than what it initially was written as. I'm thinking about starting an automation that runs nightly to dream for me. Look at all my Codex threads and be like, okay, across these projects, I'm noticing these things, these issues, we could be doing this better, and almost like a meta brain. But I haven't tried it yet. I just haven't got around to writing the prompt for it, so we'll see if it's any good in a week or so. I'm going to be trying a bunch of other random tools and AI products, as it kind of feels like you're playing the lottery with each one that you try. And some of them are just completely game changing and it feels fantastic to implement them and your life just gets instantly better. So leave a comment if you know of any that I should give a try so I can selfishly steal them.